Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks. Pretty cool graphic, and there's a lot more ways we could do it and not have a separation here, but I'm going to do it this way for it first. Draw an ellipse. Doesn't really matter what side, and hit P. Let's make it a little bit bigger, holding down the Shift key. Let's Control D and make a duplicate. You want it about that distance. Now, the reason I did that, because they're both hairlines, I'm going to select them both and make them 50 points. Then I'm going to go to Object and convert the outlines to an object, and left click, right click. Now, they're both objects. So I'm going to go to Effects, Contour. I'm going to contour the outside to the outside, like 0.25 on both of them. The biggest thing you can do now is to break them apart, because if you don't, it's going to cause havoc. Control G to group it. We're going to bring in indexing lines and hit P to have it in the center of the page. But and I didn't even do this on my first one. I think it'll save some time. And rotate that guy 45 degrees. And then Control D and mirror it. That's going to give us a point to make the new one. So we've got that group together. I'm going to hit the plus key, and I'm going to grab it. I'm going to put it right there on that node. And if you look, this isn't going to work. I thought it would help, because we need to be up in this quadrant. I don't know why. Well, you know what? Maybe we just have to grab it in a different location. Nope. It's getting us close. So I'm going to take the nudge factor and change the nudge factor to 0.01. I'm going to zoom in here. I want that red line touching that index line. I think I moved this. I'm going to hit back to P. Grab this, and I'm just barely nudging it to that line. Okay? So you know what? If I could figure out the math, those lines might help us. I might make a second video. I hadn't thought about that. Control D and duplicate it, get the two-sided arrow while holding on the control button and do that. The biggest thing you're looking for is that you want a line here looping outside this fish. I call it a fish shape. It's just a oval. Now, let's Control G to group it. Whoop, I hit Control H, which I don't know what is. You know, it moved it. No, it's not. It's in the center. So Control G, that's still in the center. Doesn't really matter. Take your virtual segment delete key, and this is the part where we're going to have that separation is right here. But we want to go and take away, and so, we could nudge this. You know what? Let's do that. Let's ungroup it. And we still got our nudge factor set low. Let's take this one and just nudge it over where the black line touches, and nudge this one over where the black line touches. And that actually is going to help us, gives us a bigger space here. So I'm going to delete all these, and I'm going to go ahead and go Control G to group it, and just, I'm not going to nudge it because I didn't Control D. I normally move stuff with a nudge, but I've had my nudge set so low. So now we're going to take our virtual segment delete key, and this is where you're going to want to use the Alt key to swipe through here. And basically our contour is a space between the lines. You just want to make sure you don't go too far. So that's kind of what you want. And we have one line that is in, no, it's not. Okay, we got it grouped together. So we can take the Smart Fill tool and we got it set on black. We're going to fill in the, okay, I see one more line I need to take away. It's kind of funny, you can't. Okay, I got quite a few little lines, and maybe this will make it closer. Okay, I think we got it. Fill in that. Nope, I cut away too many lines. You know what, I'm just gonna have to back up because these lines I cut and I shouldn't have. Okay, there we go. Now I'm gonna go back and cut those incidental lines. Kind of hard to tell what's what. No, I need that. No, I don't, because that makes the fish. I don't know why I call it, it's like a religious fish type deal. And see, I did something wrong. I guess I should have done my homework. That's what I need to do. And then just do these lines. So I'm going to save that. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to delete this one. Control D and move it out of the way. And if you want to take a screenshot of that, fill that in. Okay. And it's almost the best way to do this is to do this and then fill that in. That's going to give us some separation and go to the next ring. That's why you need this other ring. All right. Control G to group it. I am going to change my nudge factor now to like 10 inches. And well, you know what? Yeah, I could just nudge this out of the way. Now, Control G, I think we did. Control D, alternate C to have it rotate from the center. And we're going to rotate it 90 degrees. And there you go. Now, see, we got a pretty good separation. I'm going to try to figure out, I mean, it doesn't look bad, but it'd almost be neat to have these, in a way, touching. So this is pretty much like the last one. I'm going to go and draw the box. Tell you what, I'm going to try a trick. Go to Object, Order, back a page now before I fill it in with black. See what happens. Let's make the item yellow and then fill this in with black. It worked. It put the block behind there before we filled in the block. That's a pretty cool graphic. I could maybe go a little bit less thickness on the contour, but the main thing you could learn from this video is break the contour apart every time, or you'll get so far and you cut a line and it just messes up all the lines. Anyway, I hope that helps somebody someday, and thank you for watching.